Once upon a time, I once had a friend who had an insecure boyfriend that decided to spy on her with a very simple trick. Do you know what he did? He decided to take her phone, logged into whatsapp.web.com, scanned the barcode just like you log on WhatsApp on web, and give her the phone back. Now, the lady, being a little bit non observant, didn't observe the sign that a device was connected to her phone. All her chats were being read on this guy's system whenever he was online and he monitored her. Before I proceed, let me welcome you to another episode of Expressionately again. Today, we are talking about signs that your phone has been hacked. Yeah. Now, as usual, kindly subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. And for returning subscribers, thank you as well. Now, back to my story. The guy later discovered his girlfriend was a very honest person, and after confessing to her, she left a sorry ass. I mean, he actually deserved it. Now, quite good for him though. But we are not here to talk about relationships. This is a very important thing you must understand, that any platform a man has made, he can hack, or better still, he can compromise. Now, do you want to protect your smartphone from hackers and spying agencies? Do you value security and understand the impacts of an exposed data? Then follow the guide from these few short quotes and observation tips I will be sharing out. As a matter of fact, I will be proving that a large percentage of you just may be compromised. Yes, with the help of these codes, you can know more about your smartphone settings and work out a plan for your security. These guidelines will cover a bit of phone security and a bit of social media security. Now, I want you to know that this topic has undergone some deep research and practical, so it's advisable you take hold of them. Now we move. Number one, check your login activity. Now, guys, I want to quickly prove something to you, something quickly that majority of you, I mean more than 70% of you saying this just may be compromised. Now, quickly log on to any of your social media accounts. Let's take Instagram as a case study this time. I will be slow here. Log into Instagram. From Instagram, go to settings. From settings, go to security. From security, go to login activity. Now, if you see any location different from where you have been to, then there is most likely a breach. Someone has logged in from that very location. Now, as you can see on my screen, these are locations I have never reached before in my whole full large entire life. Yes, I've not reached it before. Now, this is the only location and device I've signed in from, as you can see also. So just so you know, this thing I'm saying now was actually one of the motivators I had on doing this video. Now you have the option of choosing this wasn't me, this wasn't you, Then you have, once you do that, you get to log out and change your password. Now don't forget, this applies to all social media accounts as well. It's always better to be proactive rather than being reactive. So that's that for that. Now, number 2, verify with this code *#21#. Now, this is one special code that tells you if someone or something is diverting your data, messages, or calls. This code will show you the status of all the various types of diversions that may or may not be taking place. It also shows you the number to which your information is going to on your screen. This code will show you all of the above right on your smartphone screen. Now, major research shows that this diverting functionality are for parents or jealous partners. that they try to set up this function in order to protect their loved ones. Love is powerful. So when next you lend your phone to someone suspicious, then you need to check your smartphone with this code. Strangers who are actually spying hackers can steal valuable or invaluable information. Damn, English can be hard at times, man. Now, number 3, star hash 62 hash. Yeah. Now, this functionality is quite similar to the first one. If you observe there is redirection on your data, message, or calls, then dial this code from your smartphone in order to find out more. Most tech guys use this code when they feel that their contacts can't connect them via message, calls, or online messaging services. They understand that there's a strong chance that someone is redirecting their voice calls. Now, when you do this, for most of you that will try this, most of the time, it is your smartphone operation number that you're gonna say. That voice calls gets redirected to. Number 4, star hash 06 hash. Now, before I proceed, if you are getting value from this video, kindly hit the like button and I move. Star hash 06 hash. This code can help you in most cases, especially when you lose your smartphone. With this code, you can find out your exact International Mobile Equipment Identifier, or IMEI. If someone steals your smartphone and you have noted down this number, then you can find your smartphone again. When your stolen phone is turned on, your network operator automatically receives the location of your smartphone, and that holds true even if the person who has your smartphone uses a different SIM card. What happens if someone other than you knows your smartphone IMEI's number? Well, they can find out a lot of technical specification of your smartphone. They can also know the model and make of your smartphone. Number 5. When you are suddenly following a lot of new unknown people. Whenever you find out you're suddenly following a lot of new and unknown people, there may be a chance that malware has hijacked your account and make you follow spam bots on Twitter or Facebook, social media. I know I have been a victim of this personally. So there was a time last year where I saw myself following a lot of unknown people. This is a sign, guys, that your account may be compromised and you need to do the needful. So it is quite amazing that 99% of people that are hacked actually know, because they see these signs but ignore them until they have all been logged out completely. Now let's talk about preventing your phone from being hacked. Please note that the number 1 key is observation. There is a proverb in my land, that says, Ifura ni ogun agba. I think the English translation should be observation is the strength of the road. So just like the example I gave you of the insecure loser boyfriend, the girlfriend would have definitely seen an icon like a computer on her phone showing that a device is synced with a WhatsApp application at that moment, but she would have definitely ignored it. So there are always warning signs whenever such happens. Hence, the number 1 step is always be observant. Just like the example I gave earlier on, a lot of you would have been seeing that there are sign-ins on other locations, but too busy also or negligent to understand that there is a real threat that's actually happening at that very moment. Other signs that you need to watch out for on your phone generally and not social media account is that, does your phone makes wild noises when you engage in conversation with your contacts? Does your phone loses its battery quickly? What also happens when you're using your phone and it just overheats rapidly? Well, it is most likely that the phone needs to go to a repairer. However, if the issue is not an hardware or software issue, it is also likely that there is an installed spyware application on your phone. So be careful of apps that suddenly ask for your camera or microphone permission. To find out applications that have access to your camera and application for Android, go to your settings. From settings, go to apps and notification. Apps and notification, go to advanced. Advanced, go to app permission. This way your apps that you this way you find out apps that have access to your location, your microphone, camera, and so on. For iPhone, just go to settings, screen time, content and privacy restriction, allowed apps. Number 2 on prevention is attempt this code #002#. This code is a pretty useful code. What does it do? It switches off any and all forms of hidden redirection on your smartphone. Remember those codes that we tried initially? So whenever you see that there is any form of redirection on your phone, this code can actually wipe them off. This code actually can clear it off. If you also want to use the roaming feature on your smartphone, this is a good idea to use this code before you actually do so. Number 3, avoid logging into applications with your social media accounts. Now, I know a lot of us are actually guilty of this. Whenever you do this, because most applications require users to sign up and provide information about themselves, such as age, date of birth, email address, and phone number. Users can enter their details manually, or they can also allow the app to use the data already available on social networks such as Google, Facebook, or Twitter. This process is also known as social logins and is very common among smartphone users. Logging into them through a social media account is like serving them your personal data on a platter. Especially when some of these sites are not legit. It is better you take your time to create your separate credential yourself. Number 4 is use an antivirus software for your smartphone. Always endeavor to install an antivirus on your smartphone, and then you must regularly scan for potential virus. Some of the most dangerous viruses that can infect your smartphone device are known as PlaceRadar and Pegasus, especially Pegasus. You guys can research more on that anyway. This virus can send all of your smartphone data back to the hacker. Number 5 is always change your password and use two-factor authentication. Now, I know some of you might have heard this before. This cannot be overemphasized. Always use a multi-factor authentication for whatever account you hold there. Please look at my previous video on recovering an hacked account, where I shed more light on the two-factor authentication. I don't want to flood you guys with too much information. There are so many information on this topic that I cannot actually cover in one content. However, depending on response from viewers, we determine if I will do another one on this topic. So that's all for now, guys. I hope you have learned one or two new things today from today's content. If you really did, please hit the like button for encouragement till I reach out again. Stay amazing.